First question. First question. Glyphosate. Glyphosate has been making huge news recently. Consider the following about it. So 1 and 2 are correct. It is a glyphosate, the herbicide that cuts down the cost of manual weeding. It is is restricted to tree plantation and non-crops in India. So it is used restricted to tea plantation and non-crops in India. Next question: the Niti Aayog, recent Niti Aayog has recommended that Ministry of Agriculture should take up a mission on home cultivation to ensure that interministerial convergence. In the context of report, consider the following statements. So assertion and region, all are correct. The report notes that between 2000 and 2010, the land under shifting cultivation considerably increased. So here land under shifting cultivation increased 2000 and 2010. It is wrong. And reason, the report observed that damage caused by commercial farming and conferring of forest and forest land through Forest Rights Act has led people to return less often to follow their lands and to invest more in in forest lands. It is wrong. So it is mainly a report conferring that the forest conferring of forest that forest land through Forest Rights Act has led people to return less often to follow lands and invest more in forest land. It is wrong. Both are wrong. Consider the following statement. Mediterranean trees have been adapted over themselves to dry summers primarily by shedding their leaves in their dry season. Temperate deciduous forests, especially those forests in west coast of Europe, display thick barks and wax-coated leaves as an adaptation for dry summers. So all are wrong. Okay. Deciduous forest, tropical disease found in the west coast of Europe. Okay, it is wrong. And Mediterranean sea have adapted themselves to dry summers primarily by shedding their leaves in the dry season. All are wrong. Mediterranean trees adapt themselves to dry summers with the help of their thick barks and wax-covered leaves. Temperate deciduous forests shed their leaves in the dry season. Found in the northeastern part of the USA, China, New Zealand, Chile. The common trees oak, ash, beech, etc. Deer, fox, wolves are the animals commonly found. Birds like pheasants and monals and are also found. Before entering upon his office, the president has to make it and subscribe to an oath or affirmation. The oath is administered to the president by Chief Justice of India. Before entering upon his office, the president has to make subscribe to an oath or affirmation. This oath is affirmed by the president, administered to the president by Chief Justice of India. In the oath of the office, the president swears to faithfully execute the office, to preserve, protect, and defend the constitution and the law, devote himself to the service and well-being of the people of India. The oath office of the president is administered by the Chief Justice of India, and in his absence, the senior-most judge of the Supreme Court available. Any other person acting as the president or discharging the function, the president also undertakes the similar oath or affirmation. Which of the following differences can be drawn between the committees and the two houses in the Indian Parliament? What is the following differences drawn ethnic committees, two houses of the Indian Parliament? Rajya Sabha has an ad hoc ethics committee, whereas Lok Sabha has a standing committee. No. Second, Rajya Sabha committee is free to take up suo motu investigation and matters relating to ethics, whereas Lok Sabha committee can take up and only issue only on referral. None of that are correct. Statement on Rajya Sabha was the first among the two houses of the two houses to form an ethics committee with a full strong committee status. Okay, on 30 May 1997, Lok Sabha contrast formed an ad hoc ethics. So Lok Sabha can have in contrast an ad hoc ethics. So it is Rajya Sabha, not it is Lok Sabha. In contrast, formed an ad hoc ethics panel in 2000 and has been operating as one until August 2015, when it was given a permanent standing committee status. The ethics committee of the Lok Sabha was constituted on 16 May 2000 as an ad hoc committee. However, in August 2015, it was given permanent standing committee status. The Ethics Committee of Lok Sabha examines every complaint relating to unethical conduct of a member referred to it. The Ethics Committee of Lok Sabha examines every complaint relating to unethical conduct of a member referred to it. It is also free to take up suo motu investigation into matters relating to ethics, including matters relating to unethical conduct by a member, however, felt necessary to make such recommendation as it may deem fit. Ethics Committee functions to uphold the standards of the Parliament, and thus its functions are twofold: formulate a code of conduct for members and suggest amendments to it from time to time to oversee the moral and ethical conduct of the members, to examine the cases referred with reference to ethical and other misconduct of the members. The Ethics Committee of Lok Sabha has 15 members chaired by L.K. Advani, while the Rajya Sabha has 10 members chaired by Dr. Karan Singh. Okay, so even while being two houses of the Indian Parliament, there is a significant degree of variation of the rules and procedure of the Ethics Committee in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, while both focus on codes of conduct for the members of Parliament, where they differ in the declaration of members of the pecuniary of financial interest. Rajya Sabha has explicitly provided for a register of members' interest, where MP have to declare their interest in 5 categories: remunerative, dictatorship, remunerative activity, majority shareholding, and paid consultancy and professional engagement. In addition to that, members are required to declare any financial interest on an issue that is being debated in the House or under consideration of by any other standing committee. It is refrains from taking part of to avoid conflict of interest. Lok Sabha does not maintain any such registry of members' interest or find part apart from disclosing their assets and liabilities. MP are not obliged to declare other financial interest that might be in direct or indirect conflict with their roles and as public servants. Next question: Defense Research Development Organization recently conducted first successful trial MPAT AGM. It is an indigenously developed missile. They had recently conducted first successful trials of MPAT-GM. It is an indigenous developed missile. It has an impressive maximum engagement range of about 2,500 kilometers. It is wrong. So MP-80 GM is a third generation anti-tank guided missile which has been under development by DRDO in partnership with the Indian Defence Contractor VEM Technology Limited in since 2015, fitted with the high explosive anti-tank, heat explosive and anti-tank fitted with warhead. The MP-80 GM reported boasts a top attack capacity and has a maximum engagement range of about 2.5 kilometers. The Indian Army needs about 40,000 missiles for the infantry and mechanized units, while it has rejected the US built Javelin system. A formal decision on the procurement of the Israeli Spike system is awaited. Third generation anti tank guided missile, VEM Technology Limited. Thank you.